Welcome back. For those that have just come across me and you're here, I welcome you. Thank you. For those who come back and continue to listen to these videos, again, welcome and thank you for being here. I appreciate you all. So, today we're diving into the essential topic for all entrepreneurs or professionals: mastering stress to boost your business success. If you're ready to transform your stress into productivity and achieve your goals more efficiently, keep watching. I know I've been in business for a long time, over 20 years, and one of the things that I find in my business that stalls it or gets it stuck is when I get stressed out about what to do, not doing enough. Did I do enough hard work? Is it the right thing? And we overthink, overcomplicate, or at least I do. Maybe you don't, what we need to be doing in our business. And that stress just holds the business down rather than expanding it so more people can find you and find me. So here we are talking about stress and how to manage it to improve your business and what I've done to improve my business. Thank you again for being here. If you like this, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you're notified whenever I put out new content. I'd appreciate it. It allows the algorithm to spread more of this out so more business owners, whether you're a home-based business or an online business or brick and mortar, cannot feel so alone and on their own island around growing their business, and give you some really simple ways to grow your business that doesn't cost a fortune so that you can get to the lifestyle that you're looking for rather than constantly putting out fires and not being able to grow the business in the way that you'd like to. So let's get started. And I have to say, you might not like some of these tips that I'm giving you today, because many of us as entrepreneurs or business owners came into business because we like things to be different. Sometimes not as different as they are on a day-to-day basis, but we like things to be different. We like the shiny objects. We like things that are new. And it's hard to be consistent. But this is the first thing that I do every single day, especially every work day, that has shifted my business, and I know will shift yours as well. And you've probably heard it a gazillion times. I know, just say it, Vicki, just say it. Establish a structured routine. Sounds like I'm telling you how to deal with a toddler. The reality is our entrepreneur spirit sometimes creates that chaos of a toddler, and we need consistent routines, especially in the morning. It creates stability, it reduces stress, it leads to better performance and productivity. There's all kinds of studies on it. And one of the people I enjoy watching quite a bit around productivity is Mel Robbins, and she talks about this daily routine. It's hard in a business too, because you're putting out fires and because things come kind of out of the blue sometimes, and we have to be flexible. So I'm not saying that you don't take care of a customer or situation or an employee because you need to stick to your routine. But having some kind of structure or routine that you can move back into will give you a state of peace of mind, even if you have to skip a step or two on certain days, or you might not be able to get back to it for 3 or 4 days. But getting back into the routine will give you that sense of calm and that things are actually in order. So So in the morning, start your day in some kind of consistent routine. It may include activities like exercising, meditation, reading, planning your day. Sometimes it includes, for me, there's maybe watching the last 15 minutes of a home design program. That's when they show the reveal, which is the best part. It might be snuggling with my dogs. I certainly take them out first thing we wake up. That's the first thing we do, and feeding them and all of that. Even putting the dishes in the dishwasher is part of my routine. So you can see that it's not all self-development and it's all not meditation, but it includes those things. It's important to me that I keep reading. I read all different kinds of things, so I do that in the morning as well. But it is a routine that sets up my day. Time blocking is kind of a concept that most people don't know of, and it's extremely helpful. Whether you're a home-based business or even a brick and mortar and you're the owner or manager, blocking out time that is yours for taking care of tasks. Maybe it's the bookkeeping, so you can get it to the bookkeeper or the accountant on a every other day basis or daily basis even. Maybe it's getting the schedules done for your employees for the week. Block time out to do that. Block out time to have one-on-one with your employees. Many places don't do this, but it's really important. It doesn't have to be weekly, but once a month, are you visiting with your staff to find out what their grievances are and to tell them what they're doing that's amazing to help grow your business, or to make suggestions on how they can help you grow your business and take care of your customers better? Blocking time for admin things, because as business owners, we all have admin stuff we've got to do. Blocking times for things you want to do, things that you need to do, which means and sounds like your entire calendar would be full. And that's not what I'm suggesting. What I'm suggesting is that the things that you need to get done on a weekly basis, that you block it out on your calendar and you close the door. I know there's a whole lot of open door policies, and that's fabulous. However, there are times when you need to concentrate and be focused. And so those times are blocked. And maybe the door's shut. And if you don't have a door, just let people know, no, I'm not available right now. Unless it's a customer that you need to take care of. And unless you don't have somebody that can take care of that customer, to have that middle person. So block time. A lot of it doesn't matter how much. I mean, it might be 15 minutes, right? It doesn't matter. I'm not saying to block 90 minutes, although some task that I have on my calendar is 90 minutes. So how much time do you need? And then block the time on your calendar for that task. If you don't get to that task, then block another time on your calendar to get to it, maybe a day later or that afternoon. I'm not saying block all your time, but just make sure for the important tasks. Avoid multitasking. We think we can do it. We really do think we can multitask. I will share with you that is not true. Your brain cannot do that. Now you can switch task, which means that you can focus on one thing or the other. While you're sitting at your desk, you can do payroll, and then you'll switch tasks to answer the phone. You're not multitasking. Or you're watching somebody trying to learn something, or you're watching a program or something, maybe even me, and you're doing something else. You're still switch tasking. You're paying attention to this video occasionally when something pops up that you need to pay attention to, and you're paying attention to that project you're working on. There really is no such thing. I do it as well because I believe that my subconscious mind will awaken me to whatever I'm listening to, something that I need to hear and take action on. However, I also know that I'm not being fully present for either one. And being fully present is a way to reduce stress. Being fully present when you're doing the payroll, being fully present when you're with a customer, being fully present when you're talking to somebody on the phone, being really involved with what's happening in that moment And that is a huge skill to learn, to be present. And it will also help release your guilt because you're not paying attention to everything. So being fully present in whoever you're talking with, whether it's a phone or in person, or when you're watching a video, or when you're doing mundane tasks. My dog's nudging me. She's really bored with all of this and wishes I would hurry up and get this over with so she can get what she wants. That is a lesson in negotiation to get what you want, and she's great at it. Maybe you can be one of her clients. She'll show you how to do it. So avoid most multitasking as much as you can. And then have some kind of end of day routine. So when I leave this office, I will shut down all of my window tabs and I will shut down my computer. And we tend to unplug everything. We just don't like things plugged in. We experienced a house fire a long time ago in a relative's home because they left something plugged in a caught fire. So we just don't do that unless it's necessities, cable box, TV, routers, those type of things. But toasters, coffee makers, and computers, we unplug everything. That's part of my end of day wind down. That's telling me I am done in my work environment and I am moving on to the rest of my evening. So have an end of day routine. You probably already have one and don't even realize it. So acknowledge it. You might even take a moment to recognize your accomplishments, because as business owners, many times we're thinking about what we didn't do right, or if we got it wrong, or if we didn't do enough of it, or whatever. Take a moment to acknowledge your accomplishments for the day, even if it just seems silly. And then you might plan out the steps for the next day. I do tend to have a piece of paper that I've written out in order, the priority that needs to be taken care of the next time I'm at my desk, the 3 top things in priority. And then I have, of course, a dozen things underneath it that I would like to get done as well, which will probably also get done. However, 3 things is my goal every day. Take care of those 3 things. Practice mindfulness and relaxation techniques. This could be part of your routine. So before you leave your office, whether it's your home office or in your brick and mortar, before you leave the restaurant, before you walk out to go home to your family or go to the next activity you're going to need to do, take that moment to be grateful, be mindful, and relax. Relaxation isn't necessarily sitting in a lotus position and doing your homes. Relaxation can be just breathing deeply, thinking about something that makes you happy, watching a happy video, something like that, something that's silly will help you move from one state of your being to the next, so you can be fully focused and mentally alert then. We don't breathe enough. So really one of my top stress release is breathing deeply. And there's many different ways to do that. But just breathing in to a count of 4, holding it for a count of 8, and letting it go. Release 6, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. And release. Simple and easy. Let's see. Stay mindful of what's going on. I just talked about breathing that reduces stress. We don't give it enough importance in our lives. We take very shallow breaths throughout our day that keeps our brain into fight flight. What's wrong with this picture? What do I need to fight, or is it time to run? If you breathe deeply, your body will stay in that moment and be present. And it will allow you to relax and let go of the stress that's bothering you. And typically, a clarity point will come to mind. If you meditate, continue to meditate. I'm not a meditator. That's why I learned how to do hypnosis, is because I always were talking to myself anyway. So I might as well learn how to use hypnosis to improve the quality of my life and my emotions and my feelings. And so that's what I do instead. If you meditate, and God bless you, if you can do that for 10 or 15 minutes or longer a day, it is shown to release anxiety. There's actually a book, it's really old. It's called When God Changes Your Brain. And it's about two neuroscientists that did a study that gave people from all different areas, walks of life, the technique of meditating for 20 minutes. They were actually chanting some syllables in their mind. I don't think they had any meaning whatsoever, but they were chanting these sayings in their mind, and they did brainwave functioning, and it was extremely impressive. The difference it changed their brain from doing that 20 minutes a day, and that was only after a few weeks. Crazy, crazy, awesome. There's many apps out there too that can help you with meditation or guided sessions. I actually have some on my website as well, so you can take a look at those that will help you with relaxation. I had a client come to me who was working full time and getting his master's degree, and he's like, I'm up a lot at night, so I need something where I can relax and maybe get into a deep sleep for just like 15, 20 minutes, and then be ready to keep studying and writing for my degree. And so I created something for him, and it's 15 minutes of calm or something like that. It's on my website. You can purchase it. And it helped him get through the process of getting his master's degree and still working full time and feeling and being valuable there. Remember also regular exercise. We don't put enough stock in this because we think we need to go walk for 30 minutes or an hour or run or go to the gym, and all that stuff is great activity. What I'm saying is take a short walk. Walk in between your clients. If you can get outside, get outside. It's really hot here right now, so we don't stay outside for long, but walk. I heard something the other day, and I haven't anything to ground this on, but it just makes sense to me. They said that the act of walking forward when you're stressed calms the body because the brain feels like you're doing something to move forward. So keep that in mind. Walk. And I'm not saying at a carried pace, but just go take a short walk. It doesn't have to even be 5 minutes. So all of this, if you want to share some of these practices with employees, that's great. But really, this is about yourself, taking care of yourself, setting realistic goals. Like I said, I have a list. I always have a list of things to do. You always have a list of things to do. And I get interrupted a gazillion times a day, and you get interrupted a gazillion times a day. But I have top three priorities for the day. And typically I will get my list done, but if I get 3 of those 3 done, and that's all I get done because of the distractions, then I know I have accomplished what I needed to. If I don't get all 3 done, I don't go into judgment or criticism for myself. I just move those other ones to the next day. And that would be my top 1 and 2, or my top 1. So prioritize your task. What really needs to get done? Taking care of your customers is really, really important. Manage your stress through breathing, setting goals that are achievable and you've prioritized them. I don't believe in SMART goals. I think they work for some people. They never worked for me. SMART goals work for you. Use them. A SMART goal is something that's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Yeah. Top 3 things I need to do today. Start on number 1, get through all 3, probably get through the rest of them, all good. And you will find you'll have more clarity and focus. Delegate if you can. Most of us don't have that opportunity, but when you get to the place where you've grown your business, then start delegating and outsourcing. What do I tell my clients who are solopreneurs, or they might have a VA or two? What's the first person I have them hire on their team? A housekeeper. at least once a month. What? A business coach is telling you to hire a housekeeper? You better believe it, because my housekeeper keeps my house tidy for me. She comes in once a month. I can clean up a little bit in between, and it is such a relief for me to know that she's going to take care of my home for me, and I don't have to do that. So if you're at the point where you've grown your business, hire a housekeeper, maybe lawn service, even if you have a lawn service company. At least have your employees take care of your lawn for you. Here in Florida, pretty much everyone has pools. So we have a pool company because I don't want to have to take care of that every day. So those are my team, as well as my VAs. So think about who you can outsource to that may not be associated to your business so that you can take care of your business better and not be so fragmented. All of this will help you manage your stress and achieve your success. And even Warren Buffett said focus on the priority items that are important. Here's my dog again. I told you she's good at negotiating. Establish routines for the beginning of your day, middle of your day if you need to, and especially the end of the day. Make sure that you're in the mindset to leave it behind, whatever your day was. By having that list for tomorrow, what your 3 next priorities are. Master stress and what works best for you. Realizing that that is a priority as well, to master your stress, to take time to do things that will release your stress. And if you've liked this, please share it. Please share it to another overworked, stressed out, overwhelmed business owner or entrepreneur so that they can reduce their stress and grow their business with much more ease. Until next time, sending love.